Chosen one, let me speak directly to your soul. Have you ever sat in silence and whispered, Lord, why did you let this end? Why did someone I prayed for, someone I loved with every ounce of my being, someone I believed was heaven sent, suddenly become a stranger? Why did what felt like destiny dissolve like dust in the wind? If those questions burn in your spirit, then this is no ordinary message. This isn't coincidence. This is divine timing. You were led here because God Himself has scheduled this moment. Your steps are not random. Your ears are not hearing this by chance. This is your appointment with heaven, and I am here to tell you, you are chosen, you are set apart, you are not like the rest. And because of that, the way God shapes your life, especially your relationships, follows different rules than the world. What you thought was a breakup, God saw as a breakthrough. What you called a loss, He called a divine removal. What you thought was rejection, He wrapped in the covering of His protection. For as it is written in Isaiah 55:8-9, for my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. Your heartbreak was never random, it was heaven's wisdom. That divorce, that separation, that betrayal, it was a surgical strike from God to cut away what could not go with you into the destiny He has prepared. And the pain you felt, that pain was evidence that your love was real, that your soul is deep, that your spirit is alive. But God is using even that to awaken you to something higher. So lean in, chosen one. You are about to see why what tried to destroy you was really building you. Hear this before we can even begin to uncover why that relationship ended. We need to establish who you really are. You are not ordinary. You are not random. You are not walking through this life like everyone else. From the moment you inhaled your first breath, heaven marked you for purpose. Ephesians 1:4 reminds us, for He chose us in Him before the creation of the world to be holy and blameless in His sight. That means before you were ever aware of your own name, God already called you chosen. People may have overlooked you, your own family may not have seen it, but heaven knew, heaven has always known. And chosen ones are not picked for their beauty, status, or wealth. They are picked because of their spirit, because of the seed of God planted inside them. That's why your journey has been different. That's why you've walked through fire. That's why rejection, abandonment, and heartbreak have always seemed to find you. Because those very scars are proof of your assignment. Romans 8:28 says, and we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose. So yes, even the betrayal, even the sleepless nights, even the tears you thought would drown you, they are all working together for your good. And chosen one, let me say this with love. That is why you cannot love like everyone else. Your love is not shallow, it's not surface, it's spiritual. When you give your soul. And that's why it hurts so much when it breaks, because something deep inside you feels torn. But that is also why God guards you. He does not allow just anyone to stay. He knows your calling is too sacred to be tied to those who cannot carry the weight of your anointing. 2 Corinthians 6:14 warns us, do not be yoked together with unbelievers. For what do righteousness and wickedness have in common? Or what fellowship can light have with darkness? You see, chosen one, your spirit cannot rest in places that suffocate it. And when you would not let go, God himself stepped in. That breakup was not punishment, it was preservation. That door that slammed shut was not rejection, it was rescue. And though your heart asked why, your spirit will one day thank him. Because here's the truth. Being chosen doesn't mean you escape pain. It means your pain has purpose. It means God watches over your relationships with divine precision. He will shut doors you can't close yourself. He will end ties that feel like soulmates because he sees the danger of soul wounds. He loves you too much to let you stay chained to what was killing you slowly. Some of you are asking, but why did it hurt so much if it was God's plan? Let me tell you, because your love was genuine. You loved with all of you. But not everyone is equipped to carry the kind of love you give. And so God, in his mercy, allowed the breaking so that he could rebuild you right. Chosen one, listen to me. Your relationships are assignments, not accidents. And some of them expired in the spirit long before they ended in the physical. You felt it, didn't you? That slow disconnection, that unexplainable distance, that lack of peace. You tried to hold on, to patch up what God himself was tearing down. And when you couldn't, he did it for you. That wasn't the devil, it was deliverance. That person wasn't evil. They may have loved you in their own way, but love without alignment is dangerous. Amos 3:3 asks, do two walk together unless they have agreed to do so? The answer is no. You cannot walk in destiny with someone who cannot see your calling. You cannot shrink your spirit to fit someone's comfort zone. And when God sees that someone you're tied to is blocking your growth, he steps in with holy force. Some of you were connected to people who could only love the broken version of you, not the healed one. They admired your light until it got too bright. Then they criticized it. They celebrated your gifts until your growth outpaced their comfort. Then they resisted you. And that resistance was your sign. God allowed the separation because you were outgrowing the spiritual agreement. And he will not let his chosen remain anchored to those who resent their rise. Hear me, not every intense connection is divine. Some are trauma bonds dressed up as love. Some are distractions packaged like destiny. That's why 1 John 4:1 warns, dear friends, do not believe every spirit, but test the spirits to see whether they are from God. You must test what comes into your life, because sometimes what feels like home is really dysfunction you've become familiar with. That's why God had to end it, because he is calling you into peace, not confusion, into purpose, not delay, into purity, not manipulation. And if you're still holding on emotionally, replaying the past, stalking their page, waiting for closure, let me tell you, closure doesn't come from them. Closure comes from God. It comes the moment you accept his no as a greater yes. And if God said no, then there is a divine yes waiting for you. But you cannot receive the new while holding on to the counterfeit. Stop resurrecting what God already buried. Stop asking for restoration when he is offering redirection. John 15:2 says, every branch in me that does not bear fruit, he takes away, and every branch that does bear fruit, he prunes, that it may bear more fruit. That breakup was pruning, not punishment. That heartbreak was preparation, not humiliation. And the fruit that's coming from it will prove that it was worth it. Chosen one, you did not lose love. You gained clarity. You gained wisdom. You gained spiritual maturity that nothing else could have taught you. And when the time is right, when your soul is whole and your heart is healed, God will align you with someone who doesn't just want you but honors your purpose. Until then, let go, release it fully, trust Him fully, because what is ahead is greater than anything you left behind.